Hello, beautiful souls. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all having a wonderful start to the week. Yes, I know it's pretty unusual for me to be doing this many videos over a weekend. You guys who are regularly tuned into the channel know that I do collective readings and energy updates on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I will say if you are new, those are great times and days to tune in because we have the live chat feature. Those Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time readings are live premieres, which means that you have the opportunity to chat in the live chat. And it's just a really powerful energy aligning, energy shifting kind of space for all of us. So I do recommend tuning into one of those main readings if you get a chance, but sometimes when the energy is really strong, I like to do some extra, what I sometimes call mini readings in between the main ones. Although I will say these quote unquote mini readings haven't been so mini lately because some of them have actually been quite long. I know that the video I did yesterday, one of those videos was actually about 30 minutes long. So I do recommend exploring that as well, particularly if you are someone who has been feeling a kind of unexplainable pulling energy or an emotional energy related to a particular soul connection. That video was posted yesterday at 8 p.m. So, of course, Eastern Standard Time as well. You can convert that into your own time zone. But I do recommend that video as I feel it is going to resonate with many of you who are tuned into this one. But in this particular reading, I want to leave things a bit open-ended. I really don't know what is going to come through this reading. So that also means I'm more open to the intentions that you set for the reading as well, either out loud in your own mind or in the comments section. You can also contribute your energy in a stronger way by liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energy transfer. Okay, so I'm starting with the traditional tarot deck here, and the first card we have is the Death card, which stands for an ego death, a spiritual transformation. I feel that someone is going through a lot of endings right now in their life. You might feel as though you are closing out old phases, friendships, connections. I just get the energy that for the specific group of people who will be connecting with this reading, there is a lot of energy around endings, around cycles coming to a close. This could be a relationship coming to a close. So if you've experienced some kind of major ending in your life, in your work, or in your relationships recently, there might be a message in this specific reading for you. Now, of course, I always have to say, I do channel many different people, situations, and connections throughout these readings. So always only take the information that feels aligned with you personally. Okay, so what else can I channel about this spiritual transformation happening for this person? Okay, so the Emperor reversed. It seems like there is a masculine energy going through this spiritual transformation. Now, you might consider yourself a divine masculine listening. I know that most listening on this channel do resonate more so with the divine feminine. Although we all do have a balance of these energies within each of us. So even if you are the divine feminine, these divine masculine messages may be resonating on an internal level. I will say that for some divine feminines listening, This seems to be resonating with an external masculine that you might know or be aware of who is going through a massive spiritual transformation. This person actually seems to be the one going through that major ending in their life, although of course you may be mirroring some of that energy internally. For you, Divine Feminine, that ending may feel more emotional. It may feel more internal, meaning you may have, I'm hearing sad feelings or heavy feelings emotionally coming up as you are actually feeling energy from this masculine you're connected to who is going through this ending more physically in their own life, if that makes sense. I'm almost sensing this energetic transference where the masculine here is going through an ending that is very physical, very literal, either a loss in his life, something in his relationships coming to a close, massive change that may feel like losing something. And you, Divine Feminine, because of the empathic, energetic bond between the two of you, seem to be picking up on some of that heavier, highly emotionally charged energy. And this actually could be causing you to feel very triggered without knowing why. This ending does feel related to the heart space, so it could be a love relationship that this masculine is phasing out. It could be just a sense of, I'm hearing, realizing that he lost himself and beginning to find himself again through the heart space. It's a very nostalgic energy as well, so it might have this masculine thinking about his childhood or his early life for some reason. And the most powerful energy coming through here was actually a card that came out in the pre-shuffle at the beginning, but I hadn't gotten to sharing it yet. And this is the Ace of Swords. This is a massive card for a breakthrough, for sudden clarity. So I feel the masculine here is having some kind of sudden clarity. What is this sudden clarity? I'm hearing it's time to let go. So the masculine here might be, I'm hearing, freeing himself from a prison energetically, emotionally, from a connection or a situation that feels imprisoning at the energetic level because it has been preventing him from fully coming into his true self. I feel like whatever this thing is that's being let go, it feels like something that controlled him. Again, it could be a job, a relationship, a life situation, but it feels like something that caused him to feel almost like a puppet. That word puppet is just coming out really strongly, but it was something that he remained in because of a feeling of insecurity or stability. This is the energy of someone being at kind of their wits' end here with something, finally reaching this point of no return, like the last straw with a person or situation, and it bringing a lot of sadness, but I'm hearing it's a necessary grief because whatever they are releasing or letting go is something that actually has to be released in order to allow them to live in alignment with their true self. But I am picking up that there's a temporary loneliness in this loss as well. So the masculine here could be feeling very isolated, feeling very alone. What else is the masculine here feeling? King of Cups reversed. Okay, so they might feel as though they took advice from someone who is this King of Cups reversed energy, someone who didn't have their best interest at heart and convinced them to disconnect from their own emotions for a time. This feels like it could be another masculine influence. So this might be a friend. This could be a father figure. This could be someone in this masculine's life who it just seems like steered them in the wrong direction because they steered them away from their true self and from living from the heart space. I feel like they're beginning to realize that this person was actually only looking out for their own interests and didn't really have the masculine's interests at heart. This feels very much like a painful betrayal here that makes the masculine feel almost as though he was made out to be a fool. This could even be a boss in the workplace or a superior here. But again, only take this as it does resonate. I do feel that somehow this realization or it coming to light about this King of Cups reversed energy that may have steered the masculine wrong is actually bringing him full circle in a positive sense, because it's allowing him to finally, I'm hearing, see the truth and allow the truth to set him free. It's almost like a ground zero kind of energy, like a feeling of totally starting over, but finally having the courage to build in a new direction. Now, another card came out here. This is the Two of Wands. So this card represents decisions, options, sometimes even literally two different paths here. And I feel that the masculine coming through here has two different paths to choose. There is a decision to be made here. And the divine feminine, if you are connected with this person, you are actually feeling them at this decision point. The strange thing I'm getting is it's almost like the masculine thought he had no options, and now suddenly he's being presented with options, with this secondary option that he wouldn't even allow himself to see or to believe in. This could be that the masculine for a while wouldn't allow himself to see the option of moving closer to you, divine feminine, or pursuing some kind of connection here. But now that option has actually mentally opened up for him because of the way that his vibration has lifted through this spiritual awakening. Because another strong message coming through is that when we awaken spiritually and begin to raise our vibration, it's like rising up the floors of a building, taking the elevator. And every time you reach a higher floor and look out the window, you have a broader, more expanded perspective. And that's the effect of raising our vibration as well. The more that we raise our vibration, the more we have a broader perspective, more of that bird's eye view, the more we can see other options, opportunities, the bigger picture. That is what is happening here with this particular masculine energy. And I do feel that the option the masculine here is going to choose is the pathway that leads to victory, that leads to overcoming obstacles that may have prevented him from following his heart in the past, and specifically with the Ace of Cups, pouring his heart into something that is very aligned with him. This feels like a new beginning, particularly in love or in a relationship. So if this is all connecting with you as the divine feminine in a romantic context, this may represent that the masculine here is going to be choosing a pathway that leads to a potential new beginning or a new romance or a renewal of a romance between the two of you, or at least there is the holding out of that option, meaning I feel that the masculine is taking the path that will allow him to make that offer to you. Of course, you do have total free will when it comes to your life. You are the limitless creator of your own life experience. So it will be up to you whether or not you take the offer from this particular masculine that's coming through here. But I do want to see what other information I can channel for the beautiful soul tuned into the reading today. What else can I channel here? And once again, I reshuffled the deck and the Ace of Cups came out here. So I feel as though this offer, this potential new beginning or connection, is going to be something coming in a very stable, consistent, and grounded way. It's also going to be something that is very manifested. So this isn't simply an energetic reunion. This isn't an offer received via telepathy. This is something full-blown, manifested, physical, clear. I'm hearing erases any doubt in your mind when this offer comes forward. You will know for sure in concrete terms how this particular person is feeling because of the stable, consistent, and manifested nature of this offer. I'm also getting with the Six of Pentacles that the masculine here is feeling in a very giving energy. There's a generosity, but the generosity is a generosity of the heart space, which tells me that the best way to magnetize in this offer or this movement forward is to, as the divine feminine, stay in your open, receptive energy, because your receptivity is actually what is pulling this response out of the masculine, this push forward into action towards you with generosity. Now, when I say generosity, this doesn't have to be literal gifts or financial things. I'm talking about an energetic generosity, someone who is very generous with their time, their energy, their love, their affection, etc. That's what I'm getting here. But again, that feels like it's being really magnetized in through your receptive energy, divine feminine. So with that being said, if this reading is resonating with you so far, I would also recommend my Love Magnetism Subliminal from my app, Sound and Soulful. This subliminal is specifically designed to clear out any love blockages through these 7 chakras. And as with all subliminals, the affirmations here are targeted to the subconscious mind, which is so powerful because it's actually the subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. Personally, I have seen profound results from using subliminals for the last 5 years now, and I now have created over 130 of them for all areas of life to share with you through my app. So what you're looking at on the screen is just a screen recording showing you around my app and some of the features of the app. You can create your own custom private playlists of subliminals that can even loop throughout the day or overnight while you're sleeping. You can also listen in 8 different background sound options, and you can even read the affirmations while you're listening as well. So you can try out my app completely free for 7 days by searching the app in the App Store or Google Play Store. Again, the name is Sound and Soulful. You can also download it directly following the link in the pinned comment and description box under the video. So the strongest message I'm getting here is of a victory, of overcoming of an obstacle, and also of the masculine here feeling much more focused on you and on this outcome than in the past. This element of being focused, being refocused, is very synchronistic, because that same kind of message came out in that reading I did yesterday as well. So if you are resonating with this one, you may resonate with the messages there also. But I want to know more about this victory. What is this overcoming of obstacles looking like for the masculine here? Okay, the Hermit reversed and Knight of Swords upright. So the masculine may have been doing a lot of contemplation in hermit mode, in isolation, feeling almost paralyzed by their own fears here, and possibly even withdrawing their energy from you, divine feminine, in the past out of fear. But what I'm now seeing is they're shifting from that into this very fast moving energy. It's like moving from being paralyzed by their fears to moving forward very quickly, almost to the point that some of what they do might actually be so strong and forward that you might even wonder if it's a bit impulsive. That's kind of what I'm getting here. But this is fast action that is being generated actually from the heart space. That fast moving energy here is actually heart chakra energy. And I'm hearing that the masculine as well is willing to break with tradition or convention or conformity in order to make this work, in order to break through these obstacles here. This also can represent a divorce or a separation. That doesn't need to be the case necessarily, but it does feel like there is a willingness to break with what has been, or with tradition or conformity, in order to make this offer towards the divine feminine here. Yeah, and once again, presenting this choice with the Two of Wands in the upright position here, what I'm actually getting is the masculine seems to have already made his choice here within his own mind to move forward. And it's all a matter of this fully manifesting in the physical. But this will actually present another option to the divine feminine here that might cause her to need to make a choice as well about what she desires for herself and her life here. With the Judgment card, I'm hearing karmic awakening. So someone could be awakening to particular karmic patterns, situations. The strongest energy I keep getting from the masculine is just sudden clarity, sudden realizations of karmic patterns, both internally and externally, that he is ready to remove or release from his life as a result of this clarity. And of course, you, Divine Feminine, are again coming up as this Nine of Pentacles, an energy of success, of abundance, of thriving. And know that staying in that high vibrational energetic state is what calls in and magnetizes in the highest potentials and outcomes here, which is also why I really recommend whatever form of energy clearing and energy aligning tools work for you. For me personally, these are subliminals, but do whatever works for you personally. Of course, as I said earlier, the link to my Subliminals app, if you would like to explore that as a tool, is in the pinned comment and description box under the video. I am going to be closing this reading with a final message from Rumi. If I resonate with you, be sure to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And the final message here is the card, the Cloak of Christ. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook. Let yourself be cloaked in the Christ energy and receive the spiritual assistance you deserve now. There is a reason for this. The unfolding of your life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. Just remember that whenever we are asked to release something, it is because the divine wishes to fill our hearts and hands with more. So that feels like a perfect place to end the reading. Thank you so much to all of you tuned in today. I am sending you all so much love, energy, as always. Take care, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.